So, welcome back, and this is where the part I say, welcome back again, and you say, well, we're not been anywhere, but it has been a few days for me, and pleased to say that the tea moulding has turned up. Now, this is from Arcade World UK. I will leave a link in the bottom of the video, and just literally open the box here. But straight away, you know, you can tell by the packaging, you'll remember that the last bit of tea moulding that I bought came in a pizza box, and I was very unhappy with that, and in the end that got returned. But this one from Arcade World UK, yeah, I mean straight away you can tell it's a superior product. Yeah, it's a little bit crinkled here where it's been sort of like folded round, so I'm going to have to sort of straighten that out. But I don't know if you can make it out there. Can you see it's got that sort of kind of beveled edge where it goes into the sort of 3mm slot, whereas the other one was sort of quite solid. Also got this black with a sort of chrome insert as well, so I think that's going to look quite nice when that goes onto the machine. Yeah, you know what, that little Wi-Fi dongle, I mean it was quite old, so I actually gave up with that. Decided to buy a new one. The old one didn't really fit particularly well in that USB hub. In fact, it wouldn't even work in that USB hub, so got one of these new little sort of dongles here, you know, sort of from China. Supposed to be 300 megabits per second or whatever. Yeah, I don't suppose I'll get that out of it. £5. Comes with a little kind of like one hung low little installation disc, which hopefully I won't be able to use because of course I haven't got a DVD drive on this machine, so I'm going to be relying on an external USB DVD drive. Right, was hoping that I was able to countersink these holes enough that I could get the locking nut on the back of the switch there, but unfortunately there just isn't enough thread. Don't know if you can see that, just isn't enough thread on the switch, so that's a bit of a foul, unfortunately. It's another mistake that I'm going to show you. So yeah, unfortunately we're going to have to rely on the sort of Chinese backup, and we're just going to have to put that in and sort of fill that round with a little bit of hot snot, really. It's not exactly an ideal solution, it's not what I wanted to do, but you know, sort of needs must and everything, so unfortunately that's how that's going to be secured. Of course from the other side, you know, you shouldn't be able to tell anyway, but there you go. Just sort of these little jobs, sometimes you have to sort of work around them. They don't always go the way you planned. So this is what we've ended up with on the back side. Just a simple push once button there, just to start and restart the computer, and on and off switch for the marquee light, and just a couple of little LEDs put in there. And it's all getting a bit quite greasy, this, isn't it? It's quite needs a good old clean. So yeah, it's not bad, is it? I mean, you won't see it around the back. Just a couple of tactile switches from the other side. It's not looking quite yeah, it's not looking quite so neat, I've got to be honest. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit of a bodge in it, really. As I say, I've had to use the hot snot there, yeah, you know. So just need to connect the wires up now, and then just maybe do some sort of better cable management. It's not perfect, I must admit. You know, maybe getting to the end of the project now, and you do maybe rush a couple of things. But right, that's all the wiring done. Yeah, it's looking a little bit better now, I suppose. Now the wires are all sort of cable tied together and whatnot. Just got to test it. I've actually soldered it, wired it, cable shrunk it as well, without testing it. Oh dear. So we're going to have a live test now. I'm pretty confident it's going to work. It should work. But you never know, do you? Right, so as I say, two buttons now. So the on-off switch is for the computer is that one, and then we've got the lights there for the hard drive and the PCU. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it sounds good. There you go. Got the two little lights on. Whew. Oh, that's a bit of a relief. Right, just going to try a little bit of this this T-moulding to sort of get the idea. And they say you sort of hammer it in. I'm just going to try and offer it a bit up. Do you know what? Yeah, it's not actually going to be very easy, is it? If you look at that, it's I don't know really. The sort of the cut-out groove looks a little bit small, doesn't it? I think this is supposed to be a 3mm. That almost looks like it's 2mm, to be honest. Oh dear, I think we might have a little bit of fun with this. Just want to try and see if it will go in. Do you know what? I can't see that going in. Let alone hit it with a hammer. Is it supposed to be that hard? You know, when I've seen this on the internet, they just line it up, bang, 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 you know, and off it goes. That's really fighting me every step of the way. That's not good. It's almost like that groove needs to be slightly larger. Do you know what? That really doesn't want to go in, does it? Right, so just been on the internet and had a look, and I reckon you just have to hammer it in. So we're going to give that a go. Line that up there. Take a bit of that. Sort of. It's not quite. Certainly has got. It's damaged the groove. Can you see that? That isn't going to work, is it? So, what to do about this T-moulding issue? Now, you know, I did think about maybe sending off for another lot of T-moulding. That would have been the third lot. And yeah, a few of the guys on the forum made a couple of suggestions, but you know, I quite like this T-moulding. I think this T-moulding, if I can get it to fit, I think it's going to be really sort of quite nice. So if we're going to stick with that one, I don't really want to send off for another lot. That, you know, that would be the third lot. So the problem we've got is the slot is just too thin for that type of T-moulding. So my solution, a thread in the shed solution, is this, which is a little detail tool. And what we got here is sort of like a diamond cutter. It says on it, look, diamond cutter. And this would be normally used for taking out grout between tiles if you just want to remove one tile. But there's no reason why that if I'm careful, I can just put it into there and just slightly enlarge that slot, just enough for the T-moulding to slide into. I think I probably will use a glue as well. A few people have said that you know, they run a little bit of glue in the slot just to hold it. But yeah, that's going to be the plan. You know, you're going to whack that into the detail tool. I'm just going to carefully run that round, just see if I can open it up. Now, unfortunately, that adhesive started to go off incredibly quickly. In fact, these last few days have turned out to be the hottest days of the year so far, so I wasn't able to show you me pushing and tapping the side strips into position. I just had to work too fast and couldn't really get it on camera, but as you can see, it's gone in really well. Once that groove was enlarged, that's all I had to do. It really made all of the difference. So that's one thing when you're doing your own cabinet, you know, check to see that the T-moulding is the correct thickness for the slot that's actually on your cabinet itself. Now the front section I can show you because I was able to take a little bit more time. Maybe I was working in the shade, I'm not sure, but I know I sound like a woodpecker here. You sort of see the idea. You just have to sort of push this and gently tap this into position. Yeah, and I know, please excuse the shorts, it was very hot out on the patio. Now another little problem of using that detailer, although it worked incredibly well, it does create a lot of dust. Unfortunately, all this has got inside the cabinet itself. It's got behind the back of the Perspex screen. It's stuck to it like something to a blanket. So now I'm going to have to strip all of the screen out, get the hoover and the microporous cloths around and make sure I get all of this dust out. So I've got a little bit of work on, but overall I'm so pleased that that T-moulding has now been fitted, and it just makes all the difference. So at last I'm able to show you the final build, and here it is. So there we go, that's finally it. Hey, yay! I've finally finished the cab, and yeah, that's the construction side finished. There's nothing else now to show you. That's it. Amazingly, that's been, I think, including part 4 that was A and B, that's been an incredible 20 videos. I haven't added it up, but I'm guessing that's probably getting on for 8 hours of videos. So if you've come right the way through to the very end, which is amazing, if you have, a big massive thumbs up, a Fred in the Shed thumbs up for staying with it. I'm sure at times it's been a little bit boring when I've waffled on, but I wanted to show all of the good bits, all of the bad bits, you know, the frustrating bits like getting this T-moulding to fit, all the setbacks and all of the enjoyment in doing it. And I've had a fantastic time. In fact, I've probably enjoyed making the arcade machine more than I would have enjoyed playing it. So that's it. A few people have asked me on the channel, you know, they've said, Fred, are you going to build another one? And the answer is, well, yes, but not at the moment. I'm going to take a little break from these arcade machines for a while. Quite interestingly, Simply Austin has just started, or is getting together, just starting the same kit as I've done, and he's using a Raspberry Pi 3, and that interests me quite a lot because that's a very powerful little computer, and that's something that I want to explore in the future. But maybe one of these like mini arcade units, you know, the ones that use the 7-inch screen, something like that. So for now, unfortunately, this is not going to lead on to another build of an arcade unit. I do apologise for that. Thanks for all of the comments and all of the encouragement throughout all of the videos. I know the guys that have stayed through it from the very end to the very beginning to the very end. You know, the radio guys, the new subscribers from Richie's Bartop Arcades and also from Simply Austin sites. Thank you ever so much. The videos will be left up on the channel. If you're just joining this video at the end and you think, oh my god, what's that he's built? Well, if you go to my channel and you go to my playlists, you will see MAME Bartop Arcade Build All Parts, and on there you will find all, I think it's 19 or possibly 20 videos. They're all going to be listed there, and I shall leave them up for the foreseeable future for other people that are coming on behind me that want to build one of these fabulous, fantastic arcade machines. And as I said before, it doesn't end here. You know, this is just because the machine is built. Obviously now there's lots of software configurations, and I will continually update it with new technology as, you know, as things come out, hard drives, motherboards, things like that. So that probably in the future, it's quite likely that I will do one final video, you know, when I've got it set up, as I really want to set it up. But for now, this is the end. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more builds. As I said, it's not going to be arcade machines at the moment, but there's other stuff sort of coming up. But as for now, a really massive thank you. Cheers. Thanks ever so much for sticking with the channel. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed making it. And Sean, as always, thanks for that light, mate. That really has finished it off nicely. Anyway, as for now, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye now.